Morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday's reading instructions. I hope you've enjoyed our focus this week on Indigenous literacy. I've left this till last because we're going to respond to a Dreamtime story, a more traditional story. And sometimes I think people think of that straight away, that that's the only thing that there is to do with Indigenous literacy. That's why I've chosen it to go last, because I wanted to focus on those other things first. So you get to choose your own Dreamtime story that you're interested in, or maybe one you already know. I have included some links on the bottom of the page, but you don't have to use those ones. But if you start there, other stories pop up, other videos pop up, and you might find one of those that you'd like to respond to. The first thing you're going to do is respond to the story by using only 20 words to retell it in the sentence grid or the story grid. So I've just attached a grid that's got 20 boxes in it, and what you do is you fill up each box with one word to retell the story. You can't fill up a box with a full stop. You can't squeeze 2 words into a box, and you can't have any spaces. This is really tricky, but you really have to work out what are the important parts of the story. So I'll give you an example. I've put it into our assignment. So I'm working on the Bunjil and Wah story that we used on Monday, and so this is what I've written for my 20 words. Bunjil and Wah had a fight. Fire and rocks flew out of the mountain. Bunjil keeps watch over the mountains. So that, to me, that just brought it down to those 3 basic things. There was the fight. Yes, there was other things in there, but basically it was a fight. The volcano erupted. That's what I think that is. And then in the end, sort of Bunjil wins and looks over the mountains, or he gets what he wants. So that was my 20 words in the 20 spaces. Whichever story you choose, that's the first thing you've got to do, is try to put those 20 words that retell the story. Good luck. That's really tricky. Once you've chosen your story, then you're going to respond to it in some way. So by responding to it means bringing something out of the story and you demonstrating your understanding of the story in some way. So you could paint a picture of it if you've got paints at your house. You could retell the story in your own words. You could retell the story as a cartoon. You could use items around your house/yard to create some photographs and pictures that retell the story. You could video yourself acting or retelling the story. You could create a digital version of the story somehow. I don't know how to do that, but I know other people do know how to do it. You could use your imagination and find some way of responding to the story. If you've got something different to what I've suggested, then please message your teacher and say, is it okay if I do this? And if they don't get back to you, ask the other teacher and then ask the other teacher until you get an answer. But I'm sure whatever people choose will probably be, as long as it's appropriate, you know that. So that's your task today. Find a traditional Dreamtime story. Find 20 words that retell the story and fill in the grid. And then respond some way to the story. You can send in a video of yourself. You can send in the pictures of it. Get creative. Really looking forward to what people will send in today. So enjoy your task, everybody, and have a great weekend.